Hello, welcome to Tabletop CP. Tonight, or today, we're doing a bonus game of sharp practice. We'll be playing the same game we played last night, except we'll be switching sides. I'll be the redcoats trying to take the barn full of munitions, and Andre will be the Continentals trying to defend the barn. So one difference that I just realized that I didn't do last night as defender is defenders can actually deploy 6 additional inches from the deployment point. So when I last night I just deployed within 6 of that one, but I could have deployed farther out and in line instead of column immediately. But I didn't do that. But it didn't seem to affect the outcome of the game. So, but that could be a big change for Andre because he could deploy right away into line without having to deploy in column and then move in the line. So I'll quickly go over the forces again, even though they're going to be the same, but we'll just quickly run down what we're bringing.
Yeah.
Alright, here we have the British. So same thing, 3 groups of 8 line troops, Captain Gage, level 3 leader, Sergeant Martin, level 1 leader. We got a big group of 12 Indians with Tatanka in the lead and assisted by Son of Magua. And then we got our 2 groups of light infantry skirmishers led by Sharp and Nelson. And the Colonials, same deal, 3 groups of 8 line infantry led by level 2 leader Harper, assisted by Knox. We got the militia led by Solomon Montrose, that's his name. Level 2 leader, so he's by himself with that group, or with that formation. And we got 2 groups of skirmishers. One of the irregular skirmishers led by French. So they're rifle armed irregular skirmishers. And then we got a group of Continental light infantry skirmishers with muskets led by Mr. Johnny Walker. So that's that. So we'll pick our support points, put our deployment points out, and then we'll get started. Force morale wise, I got an 11 this time. Andre only got a 9. He rolled a 1, so that's a difference immediately.
But the big difference, Travis only wanted to play on half the board.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I re-rolled the deployment zone. I actually got this side. So I placed my main primary there. I got a secondary. I placed it there. And Andre's primary was there by the barn, and his secondary he actually placed over there. So that's that. So let's start drawing chips.
And we're starting with a red one.
Oh, that's okay. I'm red again, so I gotta remember that. Red 1. That's the big formation.
Yes.
I brought in Gage and his giant formation right there. 5. That's Tatanka. So I placed Tatanka there off of that jump off point. So now everyone else can deploy off that one now as well.
This is not how we started yesterday.
Flag. The blue flags are in there, right? I'm pretty sure they are.
You stacked the bag nicely for me.
6, that's Son of Magua, so nothing. There you go. Blue 1, that's Harper. And Harper has deployed 12 inches away, or he could deploy 12, and that's where he wound up. So it's kind of facing towards Tatanka a little bit. 3 flags. I might as well keep going. That's your sergeant. 5, that's John French. Those are your rifle armed, those guys, yeah. So John French is deployed up to 18 from there. So he's deployed in cover, he isn't effective or long range, and he's got rifles. So he's hitting on 4s, firing at the big formation here.
4 hits, 2 on the big fella.
Let me just use these for now. So how many hits?
4. 2 on the big, 1 on each other.
Alright, the big man, the middle man, the end man. So just a shock.
Wow.
Not bad.
Half
Our next card. Blue 4. That's Walker. So Walker is deployed off the movable deployment point up to the edge of the woods. That's Sergeant Martin. I have a feeling I'm going to burn another 3. 3. That's Solomon Montrose. That is your militia formation. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm taking a chance. Go ahead and pull one.
It's the Tiffin.
Another flag. I'm thinking about bringing in I got 2 groups of skirmishers off the board right now.
And a flag.
Is that 3 flags in a row?
No, 2.
Hold on a second. I want to think about using my 3 flags. This is getting a little dicey here. I need to bring someone in. Alright, so I brought Sharp in with the 3 flags. So I'll burn those, sadly. But oh, great. Then he comes in. That's, I think that is Sharp. 4. I think that was him. No, that's Nelson. Okay, so actually that's my other group of skirmishers. So I've deployed my other group of skirmishers off of that jump off point into the woods. Still not visible to each other. So next card, please. Tiffin.
Blue flag.
Blue flag. So you got 4 blue flags. So you can actually do something. So he's going to use the 4 to activate French, who will reload, finish reloading, and fire into the big formation. Needing 5s this time. 2 hits. So put 1 on the big guy, and then 1
on the other guy.
The other guy. So just a shock on the big guy. And we still got flag. We still haven't pulled the Tiffin. I'll probably get my 4th flag in about now.
50% chance.
Is there only 2 left?
I think so. No, there's 3 left.
Oh, that's right. Roger Sharp's thing hasn't. Oh, there's Sharp's. Okay.
Now it's a 50% chance.
Oh, there it is.
You didn't get your last flag.
Damn. But anyway, yeah, turn 1, everything's out. So that's kind of...
So we pulled everything but 1 flag.
Yeah,
that's a long turn.
Right, yeah, here we go. Blue. That's you, blue. I'm all confused.
Tiffin.
Free turn, or free something. Reload. Might as well. Get a full reload out of that. So he did reload the militia skirmishers. Fully reloaded. Blue 1. That's your big boy. Harper has moved up 4 and then wheeled 4 this towards the fence. Tiffin. No. No Tiffin, please.
Oh. Hmm? I actually meant to use my other 2 actions over here also.
Oh, 2 commands?
2 commands, yeah.
Go ahead. His second action with Harper, he's going to activate French and his militia skirmishers to fire back at the main group. So 2 hits again. So the big man, the sergeant. So it's a shock on the big man. So we've taken quite a few rounds of shooting, and we've taken 3 shock. And then he's going to move those guys with their free move. 6. So they wound up over there. Just clear of Montrose.
Tiffin.
Tiffin? Okay. Well, we both have
you're
stuff
up.
to activate. Roger Sharp has moved up into those woods, and we're going to fire into the regular skirmishers. So first fire, plus the light infantry bonus, so 4 ups.
Wow.
Well, there you go. 5 hits.
Oh.
Come on, do some damage. 2 shock. Alright. And then Andre gets to... Montrose has moved up a little bit towards the fence. That's my sergeant. He'll take a shock off. Actually got something to do finally.
Woohoo! Blue flag. Blue 2. And big man.
Alright, so I moved up, took 2 shock off, moved up 2d6, that's 7 inches. So that's Montrose. 3, blue 3.
So Montrose is...
Those guys. Montrose has moved up to the fence and presented. Getting ready. Be a close battle over here. It all depends on who gets the first card out.
Yep.
Of course, you're in soft cover, so that's going to help. No, red 3. Who is that? Roger Sharp. So that's the guy. So Sharp has moved up. All 3 of his actions he got up to there. That's the big man. So Harper is going to actually activate all the way down here with his. He's got the musician, so it doubles his range. He's snap reloaded, and then he's going to fire onto those guys. Needing 4s. So 2 hits.
Come on, do something.
A shock. Yeah, something.
Yeah, I haven't done anything
All right, so
yet.
Harper also told Knox to break off. So Knox is now taking command of an individual group, and he's presented facing this direction. And the damn Tiffin. Come on, Andre, you're killing me here. Can't do anything. These guys haven't moved for like 3 turns. So what do you have left? Oh, you got your those guys. So Johnny Walker has just pulled back inside the fence. So now he is fully buttoned up inside the fence there.
You got me cornered.
I need something good here, Andre.
You got me cornered.
It's a Tonka. No.
Oh. That's my
Lieutenant Sharp.
line here.
No, that's me.
Oh.
I'm red. We're confused from last night.
It's going to end somebody.
So Sharp has made it into fisticuffs with French. Now when all's said and done, I have 9 dice, he's got 6. So here we go. So 1, 2. 2 each.
To each his own.
Till we fight again. So I lost 2 dead and a shock, and you lost. No, you lost 2 dead and you take 1 shock. I lose 2 dead and take 2 shock. Oh, I forgot to roll my freaking tomahawks.
Oh. You need to go back and do that?
Do you want to redo it?
I don't want to redo that. Well.
Nah, forget it. Forget it.
Yeah, I mean that was.
So let me roll for my leader here. No, check your leader. Nope. So
how about you roll your tomahawks and I add the shock on right now?
Okay, so let me just get my 2 dead out. So you take your 2 dead out. And what do I have left? 4 guys? 5 guys. So we'll do tomahawks now. That's 3 shock.
6 shock.
Okay, and then we have to recount because tie game. Man, I've been sucking at salts lately. I don't think I've rolled more than 1 or 2 in the past since. I don't know how long it's been since I rolled more than 1 or 2 kills.
Okay.
So we got to recount. All right, 5 on 8.
We both lost 1.
Come on, give me some damn 6s here. 2 more.
I whiffed.
Okay, so you lost 2 more and took 2 more shock. So roll to see if it's your leader. It is. Roll to see what happens to him. Knocked unconscious. Alright, so we'll do, he's gonna, then you fall back, defeated by 2, thrown back 9 inches, facing the enemy plus 2 shock to all losing groups who are either fighting or supporting. So that group on the end there takes 2 shock. And then you take 2 more on
these guys?
The militia skirmishers.
So they're at 10, so they're breaking.
So they broke. Okay, so they're 2d6 back, because they're double. 2d6 plus 6, so 12-inch running back facing away. And then you face away from me. And we'll have to roll a bunch of bad things. So you leader wounded. And alright, well that's it. So I've cleared, they're running off, but there I am. Right next to that giant group of militia.
There you are.
But you're not going to be able to really get to me from that angle very easily. You would think you could. But you still got to get over the fence. So next card. We'll see what happens when we pull that card. blue 4. That is Johnny Walker. So Walker is going to sit tight. He said he's going to take a few go geese out, but that's for dinner later. That's my big one. Alright, so I got lucky and I'm going to get the first shot. So I'm going to get 27 shots, presenting and firing. Look at that. So I'm going to present, fire, and we're going to unload on the militia. Needing 4s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You're making this into
10,
a short game, Travis.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 hits.
On these guys.
Yep.
And I'll share with them because they're within
Alright.
4.
Okay. 2 dead and 2 shock.
Yep.
Thought it would have done a little better than that.
4 shock and 2 dead.
And the big man.
3 shock.
2 dead and 3 shock. And then check your leader because you do have more than 1 dead. No. So 2 dead and 3 shock. So now you got 4 total dead and 7 shock.
That so just
Alright,
hosed
so
me up.
thankfully I got mine first because if he would have got his first, he probably would have done more damage than that since I'm in the open.
Well,
Of course
I
you
don't
don't
have as many shots though. But
No, you don't.
still, you piling up shock right now is would be a not good thing.
That's my sergeant, so he's not going to do anything. Oh no. Oh god, no. Not again. So I shot last.
Yep, roll them up.
7.
9.
No, it's 7. 7. I wish it was 9.
Smoke. Apollo Smoke came. Oh,
What was it?
Pall of Smoke
Pall of smoke. What the hell does that mean?
means we're at -1 to shoot through the pall of smoke right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. It's all going the
I
British
just
way.
can't catch a break here.
No.
Speaking of not catching a break,
That is finally Tatanka, who's been. Tatanka has just moved laterally, staying 24 from them, but we're getting out of the woods on the move. So that's you. That's, I think, Walker. Yeah, no, that's Montrose. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's your those guys. All right, Montrose has ordered his men to assault. So he did a right face, moved 4 inches, and did a left face, and now we're in fisticuffs suddenly.
and I burned 2 flags to get the extra die because with the 4 shock, I didn't think I could get there on 1 die.
Right. Okay. All right. So we got another fisticuffs. So we need to count up. We'll count them out.
With just the tomahawks.
All right. So in the end, I got more dice than Andre, thanks to being behind the fence. So see if I whip this one again.
I did.
I got 2.
I got 2.
Man, the same thing. So I got a 6 and a 5. You got 2 6s.
Yep.
So I take 2 dead and 2 shock, and you take 2 dead and 1 shock. Check the leaders. Oh no, it is him. So he's knocked out, and your leader's hit as well. See what happens to him. Just lightly wounded. So the fight
We'll sort this
continues.
out. But it's a
He's
little
got
more
6
even.
and I got 8. Oh,
I got 3.
I got 4.
Seriously.
Yep, 4 6s. So you take 4 more shock and lose 4 guys, and I lose 3. My leader's already knocked out.
But you got to check to see if it's him, don't you? Still.
Oh, okay.
Or
Doesn't matter that. Well, I don't think I do, because he's knocked out. He can't. He's not in the fight.
okay.
But everyone else is dead, so it's just a wounded leader laying there. So I never rolled a bad thing. So let's roll bad things. For my leader getting wounded, that's probably minus. So status 1 leader wounded. So that's -1. I'm down to 10.
Status 2 leader wounded.
-1 on a 3.
Down to 5.
Oh my gosh. And then, so you lost by 1. So defeated by 1. Thrown back 6 inches facing the enemy. And that's going to break your formation as well. So you're going to have to roll a bad thing on that.
So just straight 6 inches.
Yep. And then I've lost. Well, I guess I have to roll another bad thing for unit wiped out. So I'll do that real quick.
I like the way I lost this and you're wiped out.
4. Group wiped out. -2. Damn. Down to 8. And then you lost 4 guys out of that. And you got to check your leader again. Or did you already do that? I don't think you didn't check him again. Or did you?
No.
So it is him. See what happens to him. He's down to level 0. So roll a bad thing. Status leader 2 or wounded -1.
4.
No, I'm sorry. Status leader 2 wounded. Would you roll a 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's -1 still.
Okay.
And you lost. So you lost 4, but actually one of them was the leader wounded. So you took 3 more casualties. And oh man, there's so much stuff going on here. Formation broken by fire or fisticuffs. You need to roll another bad thing because your formation broke when that happened. Formation -2.
I'm at 2.
Holy cow, that was fast.
I'm so glad I wiped you out. I wiped you out and lost the battle.
All right, so I'm down to 8. He's down to 2. And when you're down to 2, you lose a bunch of flags. All right, so we're gonna just say he loses 3 flags. I can't find the rule, but I know as you drop in force morale, you start losing flags at the beginning of the next turn. So, next flag. That was a eventful.
No, that was it. I mean, we can call it at any time because there's no way I can stop your line from coming up and just pushing me
We've still
back.
got all these guys.
But I can't stop that from coming up and firing on these guys.
Yeah.
You're just gonna, you can hit either of those groups, and every time you do, I'm losing a force morale.
Oh yeah.
So there's really nothing I can
Blue
do.
5. That's French. He's knocked unconscious over there.
These guys.
Yeah, so he can't do anything. Red 4, that is, shit, damn it. Who's red for? Nelson. That's this guy. He hasn't done anything the entire game. He deployed. That's what he's done so far.
And he's
so
winning.
Nelson just moved 13 inches out of the woods, coming around the flank here. So that's your sergeant. Oh, you could do something because he's actually controlling his own group now. Unless you don't want
That
to do
totally screwed me up. So what I wanted to do was use his 2 commands to activate both groups. Wheel these guys back, move these guys in, and then move the column down. But by pulling his first, I can't do that anymore.
No.
Or because they don't get to do a second activation once I regroup to the main.
No. No, yeah, you're right. It screwed you up because well, you have to be within 1 inch.
Well, I'd have
snap.
to roll to get there, but
Right. And actually, yeah, the way you have them now, you're not going to be able to do what you want to do. Alright, so Knox has just moved his men over to be within 1 inch, so that next turn he can snap them in.
Tiffin.
And the Tiffin, and we've used all our flags. So we removed 3 flags out. I'm assuming a force morale of 2, that's probably okay. So blue 4 is Walker. Johnny. Walker he's running that over there, but
Formed an inadvertent skirmish screen
might as well
in the
form a
process.
Of course, technically, these aren't in formation.
Yeah.
So really, your skirmish screen is covering that group there, because you're not covering. One group of skirmishers can cover 2 groups of formation. So Yeah, whatever. Let's just keep going.
Doesn't matter. It's not like you're going to shoot at those guys anyway.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
I don't know. Why wouldn't I?
Because you got better targets.
That's Montrose. And you have... He's a level 0 leader, and you have no flag, so you can't...
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, you can't do anything. Because he's level 0. That's Tatanka. Tatanka is use 1 flag to step out, and he moved up to 11 to get up to there. Red 4, that's Nelson. That's this guy. He might step out. So Nelson tried to step out, but he actually takes 2 to step out. So I just used all 3 of his free move plus the 2 to move him up there. Blue 5, that's John French. He's knocked unconscious over there by the barn.
Gee gosh, half my leaders can't do anything.
Yeah, not good. That's son of Luangwa. Can't do anything. There's one leader who can do something.
Sort of.
Pretty much, well, yeah, the only leader you have that can. Well, him and Walker can. So he snapped in. He snapped Sergeant Knox's group into the formation, and then they wheeled backwards, trying to get an angle on these guys. That's 3 red flags. I haven't pulled 1 yet.
Nope.
I might activate him. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I'm fine with if he doesn't get to do anything actually right now. If he just stays there, then whatever. So Tiffin. So I have 3 flags. So, well, I could activate him now. I don't really know if I want to move up or do anything at this point. I want to kind of give you a something to think about. Let me think. All right. Well, I tried to move up. The pall of smoke. Moved up 1. I just kept to that and reloaded. So I don't really know. Well, it's Tiffin came out, so.
Oh, I should stop drawing.
Yeah, it's turn. Oh boy. Didn't want that one to come out first. Of course, what the hell are you gonna do?
Pretty much.
Nothing.
I guess I'll turn, move,
And reface.
and reface.
Okay. So they have now moved down 3 inches and turned to reface.
Still are a tape width away from being in arc.
And we're still out of each other's arc. Okay, next flag. Or next card, I should say. Can't do nothing. Alright then. Next game, or next turn.
I was going to say another 6 of these free turns and I could possibly be back in it.
Okay, there we go. Alright, so I'm going to just stay put. I'm going to present and fire at the militia. I wouldn't need 5s, but the pall of smoke means I need 6s again. 1, 2,
3, 4.
3, 4. 4 hits. Man, if I would have had stupid pall of smoke. Dead and 2 shock.
In hardcover is
soft cover.
pall of smoke and the fence.
Pall of smoke only -1 to
Oh, okay, soft cover.
Yeah.
So 5 shock
and another dead man.
and a dead dude.
Yep. Next card. He still has that big formation.
Gotta get these idiots out of the way.
You can command them to get out of the way.
Get out of the way!
Get the hell out.
They just don't fucking listen, Travis.
Well, you gotta start drumming harder. Johnny Walker has ran up. He jumped the fence and rushed the field here.
Oh, that was command number 1.
Oh yeah, you get another command with him.
So I'll have to activate these boys.
Harper is wheeled around, now kind of getting into this zone over here, and he's presented. 3, Oh, Montrose, yeah, he can't do anything. He's level 0.
Nobody else can do anything.
I can't.
Everybody else
I
is
can't.
toast. Tiffin!
I could do some stuff.
Tiffin!
That's right, you don't have anyone left. 2.
No.
That's my sergeant. He can't do anything.
I literally... Tiffin! But you got a flag.
Yeah. So I used the flag to activate Tatanka. Do not pull the red one again. I mean, I'm sorry, the blue one. Red 5.
Tatanka, isn't it?
That's Tatanka again.
That sucks.
Tatanka is going to fire into Johnny Walker. So the way it works, there's 3 of them that aren't on the flank. So the flank is behind this line. These 3 aren't on the flank. These 3 are long range. So I've broken them up. So the first one are going to be non-flank shots. I do get a first fire bonus, and I'm within 12, so I need 3s. So 2 hits. So roll those up. So 1 dead, and a shock.
No. Oh, just 1 shock.
Just 1 shock because they're not
Not
on.
a shock markers over here.
There's a bunch of them over here. So
yeah,
next group needing 3s. So that's 3, 6 hits, and these will be flankers.
and so that's 10 shock.
10 shock.
So I'm at 11 shock.
And yeah, you're not quite running yet.
Doesn't that knock me
There will
back?
be involuntary withdrawal. But I got 3 guys left,
Oh.
so these are 4 pluses. So 1 more. Another 2 shock.
So I only took 13 shock there.
13 shock, and you lost a man. So I think you actually might have broke. Did you take the 1 guy out? I got 1 kill.
No, I haven't done
Okay.
anything.
So you got 1, 2, 3,
Can
4,
I roll
5.
a bad thing and lose the game?
6 guys with 13 shock. Actually, you do break because you have
Okay.
double. So I'll just roll the bad thing. 3.
Can I be at -2?
Group breaks -1. Can I be at -2? Okay. And then you fall back 2d6 plus 6.
So fall back.
Oh, I guess you would go that way. Away from the shooter. 2d6. So 10 inches that way. Right into my arc of fire. Alright, next flag. You can concede at any time, Andre.
You can beat on me as much as you want, but like I said, it's been over for a while.
Yeah. That's just son of Magua. Can't do anything. 3.
He's unconscious.
10 is sharp. No. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, 3. He's over there, knocked out. Blue 4. Yeah, that's.
That's not a 1. I have one card in here that will do something.
4 is Johnny Walker. That's this guy. So you could do something.
Oh, I'll remove a shock.
Okay, so you're down to
12.
12. And you pulled the blue 1.
Yeah,
It's too bad you got all your guys right in front of you.
yeah. Isn't it though?
Alright, well, in the meantime, Andre's conceded.
Mostly because I couldn't figure out anything. It's like,
What can you do?
what do I?
Well,
Everything,
guys-
every last ditch Hail Mary I've tried has failed, and
Well, then these guys running in front of your line was like the last straw there.
yeah, pretty much. It's. I mean, I would have taken the shot if it was there. Just why not? Maybe I would have hit both leaders and
Killed both leaders.
you know,
Dropped me down to 4. But yeah, it was. It's getting. I mean, I got all this stuff flanking around. He's got what 2 leaders left that can actually do anything, and one of them has 12 shock with 6 guys. And are broken.
so that's one leader that can do something.
Yeah, so they broke. So I think the main, charging over here was the game changer.
Well, and I mentioned this off camera, but my mental lapse of having these guys unloaded over here
Oh yeah,
was the game changer.
within my range.
That was, that was the kind of thing I try and catch you doing. So I feel super silly about it because that's my kind of maneuver.
Did you not think I was going to do a fisticuffs over there? Or do you think I wasn't going to make it, or what were you thinking there?
I just wasn't thinking.
You weren't thinking.
I was just focused on, okay, I've got these rifles and trying to keep those guys pinned back there and try and get enough shock on them so that they couldn't move up. Because once I could get everything positioned, I was worried about that group. I wasn't so worried about this group, and I just wasn't thinking about it. Bottom line, I didn't think. And it probably shouldn't have been quite that bad, but it wasn't unforeseen once I realized I was unloaded, and it was just going to be bad.
Well, actually, you did take them out. Well, you took both of those units to do it, but
well, it totally doesn't.
Yeah, it screwed you. You got 1 on your force morale.
And actually, I took them out, but I never did win, which is interesting. That you can kill all of the enemy combatants and still lose the.
Well, I think in the heat of the moment, they don't know.
No, I'm not arguing that it's not accurate and not correct. It's just.
No, it does seem weird that you would win and then still run off. But
I got a lot of. I wouldn't say bad breaks, but
I would. You got a lot of bad breaks.
It came down to after my mental lapse, I had to get a lot of good breaks, and it's just I wasn't getting. Then the second one, not having these guys activate before your line.
Yeah, that was a big.
If
that was a
I
big
could have
moment.
Fired and then tried, to move over here.
That was a big moment in the game.
Whoever fired first
was going to have a.
And we were both. I was presented. You were loaded, and
then I presented.
It was.
And that's a lot of shots, man. 27 shots coming out of this formation.
Well,
needing force.
21 isn't a bad firing line either.
No,
and the fact
good.
I thought having the cover here and you being in the open was going to be enough of a balancer with the skirmishing rifles picking you down, but they really let me down.
You weren't old. Roger Sharp is MVP there, even though he is knocked unconscious. He'll be back. But anyway, so we played the same mission twice from both sides, and I've won both of them, Andre.
Yeah.
So you're due for a win next time. Didn't you beat? You beat Steve though last two games ago. That was a miracle game.
Yeah.
He was on the objective, and then you wound up winding him down to 0. Somehow.
It
was Tatanka. His son of Magua rolled up the whole flank. So.
Yeah, no, it's really the assaults have been. They can. The firing is kind of the main part of this game, but you've got to do it in a way that you're not letting somebody flank you with assault troops, because if you do, it can be really bad.
And that's when I was coming into this game, I told myself I'm going to have skirmishers on both of my flanks, regardless. I don't care how small the flank is. And this flank was pretty small, but I still had to have someone over here.
Well, and you'll notice I was the exact same skirmishers on both sides.
Of course, your militia skirmishers are not that great. They're only for planking away. They're not good in assault, obviously.
But
anyway, it was another good game for me. Not for Andre. He had a hard, bad breaks a lot of the way, but that's the way it goes sometimes.
So. I thought it was going to play out a bit different, and just one real huge mental error swung it, and it never. It never tilted. It just kept going. It had momentum. That needle was running.
All right. Well, that's it for this one. We'll be back next time.